guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Holly, this is She Reads, and today we're going to be opening up some book mail. So you guys, I got this box from Book Outlet. It's heavy, and I actually got it a couple of days ago, and I have been dying to open it, but I needed to wait until I could do it on camera to open it with you guys. I'm just going to set it down in front of me. I probably should set this up better so that you guys can actually see me unboxing it, but whatever. I'm just going to go ahead and open it up. Okay, so the first book is called The Safest Lies by Megan Miranda. And this one's synopsis says Kelsey's mother hasn't set foot outside their front door in 17 years. Not since she escaped from her kidnappers with her attacker's baby growing inside her. Kelsey. Can you imagine? Kelsey has always kept a low profile for their protection. That is until she drives off a cliff and is rescued by volunteer firefighter and classmate Ryan Baker. A few days later, Kelsey's mother goes missing. She and her mother have drilled for all contingencies except this one. Luckily, Ryan is as skilled at emergency rescues as Kelsey is at escape and evasion. To have any chance at survival, Kelsey will have to face her darkest fears, but the truth about the past may end up being the most dangerous thing of all. So this one sounds really, really good. All these books, by the way, you guys, these are all going to be spooky reads. So this is a great Halloween checklist type of video. Okay, so the next book is part of a series, and I thought I got the second book, but apparently I must not have. So this is the third book, I believe, and the first book is called Diary of a Haunting, and I got that one in my last book haul that I did. I got it for $6. It was on sale. Here it is, at Indigo. So this is the first one, and then there is a second one, which is the back of that, which I thought I got in this book haul, but I guess obviously not. So I got the third one. So I'm going to have to purchase the second one to make a complete set. But so this is a series called Diary of a Haunting. So the first one is called Possession. The second one is called, you guys, maybe this is the second one. I don't know anything. Am I even a booktuber? Do I even know how to read? I'm going to need to do some research on this series, clearly. I think maybe I'm missing the first book. Diary of a Haunting, Book of Shadows. I hate it when books don't put the order to read them in. Now I'm going to have to Goodreads it. And I'm just making myself look like an idiot on the internet because I don't know anything about books and I call myself a booktuber. I got 2 books in this series. The order of which I'm supposed to read them, I have no freaking idea. So, but they look creepy. Yeah. So next is 3 books in the series, and I don't know if this is just a trilogy or if there's more books to this, but I got 3 books. The first book is called The Haunting of Sunshine Girl. The second book, I don't know which one this is. I think probably this one. The Sacrifice of Sunshine Girl and The Awakening of Sunshine Girl. So I'm going to read you guys the synopsis for the first one and then just know it is a series, so it continues on from the first one, obviously. So the first one I know is The Haunting of Sunshine Girl. And it says, shortly after her 16th birthday, Sunshine Griffith and her mother, Kat, moved from sunny Austin, Texas to the rain-drenched town of Ridgemont, Washington. From the moment they arrive, Sunshine feels her world darken with an eeriness she cannot place. Something about their new house is just creepy. In the days that follow, Sunshine is followed around the house by an icy breeze. Phantom wind slams her bedroom door shut, and eventually the laughter Sunshine hears on her first night evolves into sobs. As the spirits haunting her house become more frightening and it becomes clear that Kat is in danger, Sunshine must accept what she is, pass the test before her, and save her mother from a fate worse than death. So, sounds creepy. And there's 3 books. The next book is actually a book that I saw at Walmart that I really wanted to buy, and I didn't end up getting it, but I took a picture of it, and I wanted to see if they had it on Book Outlet, and they did, obviously. So I picked it up, and it is called The Beast is an Animal by Peternell Van Arsdale. Peternell Van Arsdale. I am sorry, sincerely. And the synopsis says Alice was seven the first time she saw the Soul Eaters. Twin sisters, they radiated an energy that excited Alice. Through them she felt the wildness of the forest and the beast within it too. Too late, she learned of their power to destroy. At 15, Alice knows too much about both the lure and the danger of the Soul Eaters. She lives in a world of adults who are terrified of their power. Fear of the Soul Eaters and of the beast rules their lives. Even more, they fear the ways in which the beast may lurk among them and within a girl like Alice. As the threat posed by the Soul Eaters grows, Alice must undertake a journey through the wild danger of the forest. But the greatest danger is not outside her. Alice hides a truth about herself that she can reveal to no one. Alice's secret about who and what she is terrifies her most of all, and in order to save her world, she must also risk losing herself. Sounds good, and look at that cover. It is gorgeous. Next is a book called Dark Souls by Paula Morris, and I recently read another of Paula Morris's books called Ruined, which I really, really enjoyed, and that was the one that was about a teenage girl that ends up going to stay with her aunt in New Orleans, where she has no friends, and the only friend that she meets turns out to be a ghost. So I really, really enjoyed that one. I really liked the writing style, I liked everything about it. So when I saw another of Paula Morris's books on there, I pretty much had to snatch it up no matter what it was about, because I feel like I really like that author. And this one sounds just as good as the other one. It says, the ghost was there. Miranda froze, still clutching one of the curtains. He looked even more breathtaking this time, his face like chiseled marble. Tonight he wasn't smiling at all, but his eyes were warm, velvety dark. He opened his mouth. Was he trying to say something? Then the flame of the candle leapt just for an instant, and he died. He was gone. Miranda peeled her hand off the glass and staggered back to her bed, her heart racing. What was he going to say to her? What did he want her to know? So yeah, just judging on the last book that I read from her, I'm sure that I'll probably really like this one as well. And she writes about spooky ghosts. You guys, this book I have been searching for forever, and I kept forgetting what it was called. I think Haley in Bookland talked about it on so many of her videos, so many, and so I kept seeing it. I remembered the cover. I had the cover in my mind, and I always wanted to pick it up, but I always forgot what it was called. And then Haley ended up talking about it in her last book, in her last video about fall books that she wants to read this fall, and it was on there again. So I was so happy that she talked about it again so that I could like take a snapshot of it with my phone, and I checked on Book Outlet and they had it. I always get so excited when they have it because it's so much cheaper. But this one says, one stormy summer in a small Irish town, things begin to disappear. It starts with trivial stuff, hair clips, house keys, socks, but soon it escalates to bigger things, a memory, a heart, a classmate. Olive can tell that her best friend Rose is different all of a sudden. Rose isn't talking, and Olive starts to worry she's losing her. Then, diary pages written by someone named Laurel begin to appear all over town, and Olive meets three mysterious strangers, Ivy, Hazel, and her twin brother Rowan, secretly squatting in an abandoned house development. The trio are wild and alluring, but they seem lost too, and like Rose, they're holding tightly to painful secrets. When a tattered handwritten spellbook falls into the lives of these 6 teenagers, it changes everything. The spellbook is full of charms to conjure back that which has been lost, and it lists a part for each of them to play in the calling. It might be their best chance to set everything back to rights, but only if they're willing to pay the price. So this one sounds spooky, sounds witchy. I'm definitely here for it. So next is a new series. I got 4 books in it. And I mean, I don't know what is wrong with me. It's by William Ritter, and I just keep buying series. I never even used to really read series very much, but it seems like there's just not very many standalone books nowadays. I feel like everybody is writing a series. So the first book in this series is called Jacobi. The second one is called Beastly Bones. They're beautiful covers. The third one is called Ghostly Echoes. And the fourth one is called The Dire King. So once again, I'm going to read you the first one and just know that there's more in the series. So the first one says, newly arrived in New Fiddleham. I hate this. Newly arrived in New Fiddleham, New England, 1892, and in need of a job, Abigail Rook is hired by R.F. Jacobi, an investigator of the unexplained with a keen eye for the extraordinary, including the ability to see supernatural beings. On her first day, Abigail finds herself in the midst of a thrilling case. A serial killer is on the loose. Jacobi is certain the foul deeds are the work of the kind of creature whose very existence the local authorities, with the exception of a handsome young detective named Charlie Kane, seem adamant to deny. So that's the first one. And the other ones all involve the same characters, so I'm not going to read the synopsis from the other ones because I don't want to spoil myself in anything that happened in the first one, if that makes sense. But look how pretty these are. I can't. They're gorgeous. The next book is called The Haunting of Charles Dickens by Louis Busby, with illustrations by Greg Ruth. Oh, it has illustrations in it. Let's see if we can find one. I don't see any. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. Looks like a fairly plain illustration. Anywho, this one says, Meg Pickle's older brother. Can you imagine if that was your name, Meg Pickle? Meg Pickle's older brother, Orion, has disappeared. One night, Meg steals out to look for him and makes two surprising discoveries. She stumbles upon a seance that she suspects involves Orion, and she meets the author Charles Dickens, also unable to sleep and roaming the London streets. He is a customer of Meg's father, who owns a print shop, and a family friend. Mr. Dickens fears for Orion's safety and for the children of London, and is trying to solve the mystery of their many disappearances. With Meg's help, Dickens may be able to unveil the secret, and perhaps he will be able to write once again. Next, I bought a sequel, and I'm missing the first book. But this is by Victoria Schwab. This is Our Dark Duet, the sequel to This Savage Song, and I've been wanting to read this series for a long time. I just happened to see this one on the site. It was cheap, so I figured I'd buy it, but now, once again, I have to buy the first one before I can read the second one, because that's the type of thing I do. Looks like there's something on this one. I always buy, like, the bargain books. There's something on it, but, I mean, it looks like it's brand new, but it looks like there's something on there. Anyways, this one's called There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. Stephanie Perkins, I've heard lots of good things about, but I don't think she typically writes thrillers. Yeah, she wrote Anna and the French Kiss, which is, I think, what I know that name from. But this one looks like a thriller. It's been almost a year since Makani Young came to live with her grandmother, and she's still adjusting to her new life in rural Nebraska. Then, one by one, the students of her high school begin to die in a series of gruesome murders, each with increasing and grotesque flair. As the body count rises and the terror grows closer, will Makani survive the killer's twisted plan? This book sounds a lot different than Anna and the French Kiss. The last book in this book haul is The Haunting of Jessup Rise by Danny Weston, and this one says, after his father dies, William is summoned by his mysterious Uncle Seth to live in his remote mansion, Jessup Rise. But upon arrival, William receives a cold reception and is put to work as a servant. Straight away, he notices peculiar things, an uncanny stranger on the path and sounds of sobbing in the dead of night. Then eerie messages begin to appear. It's not long before William realizes that Jessup Rise hides a terrifying, dark secret, and to uncover it could cost him his very life. So you guys, that was my spooky Halloween book haul, book unboxing. They're all spooky books, so I'm really, really excited. You guys, I have so many books I need to read. I need to stop buying books. But I can't help it. Like, they're so cheap, you guys. All of those books, there were 16 books. All of them, all together, including shipping and everything, was a total of $78.16 for 16 books. I mean, that's pretty good. Spellbook of the Lost and Found was the most expensive at $7.99. I don't know, you guys. One of the Diary of a Haunting books was only $1.39. Like, you just can't go wrong with these prices. I can't help myself. I need to stop looking on there. I need to stop buying books and start reading more. So that's what I'm going to go do now. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below which of these books I should get to first. I just want to read all of them all at once. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!